Hey everybody, this is Amanda from Amanda's Budgets. I'm here to do a plan with me, budget with me video for November of 2023. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Amanda. I'm 34 years old. I live in Oregon. I'm an all cash budgeter. I do cash stuffing, sinking funds, savings challenges, all on a low income. If that is something that you are interested in, please go ahead and hit that like and subscribe bell. If you are not getting my videos on a regular, make sure that you're hitting the notification bell instead of private. Make sure that you are clicking all. That way you get all of the latest updates. So, before we get into the planning, let's get into a little something else. Oh, I found an extra penny. So, we're going to move this aside. I have some coinage. This is our coin challenge. This is coins only. I do have another book. This is the second book that I'm working on. But I have book 1 that I'm going to be releasing back in my shop. When I release that book, you guys, it is a limited time, limited amount. Because I'm going to be going to a printer to go ahead and get all that printed out. I do not have a home printer anymore. It died. Printers are finicky. We are not printer people friendly here, apparently. My printer lasted over a year. It was a gift from one of you subscribers, so I appreciate that. But I do go to a print shop now. I was told by a few people who bought in my shop when I was releasing physical items that this is really nice paper. Yes, the paper is really nice. I like it. They do a really well job at making sure that it's everything that I'm looking for, and the bonus is they're local. So let's go ahead and color in some of these. I'm going to be having a lot of yellow on this one, it seems. Maybe I'll do some pink. I don't know. I'm having a hard time deciding now. Imagine that. And I also have this blue. I'm running out of markers. So let's go ahead and add 50 cents in. That's going to go for number 48. So I'm excited for November. November is a good month for us. My husband was born in November, and I am very lucky to have him. He is my rock. And then I also have a wedding anniversary on that day. We're going to go ahead and put 35 cents in for 33. So that's really exciting. Also, Thanksgiving is coming along. Even though I believe every day I'm thankful for the things that I have, right? I mean, we just have to be thankful. So 27, this actually worked out really well. So 27 cents is going into this as well. And then we have another 27 cents here that I'm going to color in as well. And that will complete our coins for this time around. I feel like this has gone by pretty fast considering we get tipped out at the end of each night. I do make an hourly wage. I'm not salaried, so I do get tips. I did, however, for the first time this week at my work, I delivery drove pizzas. Whew, and I'm going to tell you this much, guys. If you know, you know. And if you've been watching this channel a while, I'm a gig worker. I love gig working. Gig working is one of my fave things to do. It's self-employed. It's all the things I'm looking for. I like cruising around. I don't like long trips, but I like my area. So when I got in the car and I had to delivery drive, they're like, yeah, we don't have a driver. And I was like, oh yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'll think about it. And then the next day I was like, yeah, I think I'm going to delivery drive. It's just kind of, calling a bluff there. Oh, maybe I just won't do it. No, I'm not going to do it. No, I did it. I was so happy, you guys. I rolled down my window on the way out of the parking lot and I said, freedom! Really loud because I'm a crazy person. So I'm going to go ahead and get into the stickering. I got all these lovely stickers from April's Budgets. She is one of my budget besties. I talk to her on a regular basis. We talk a lot of smack about our jobs, which is okay. It is what it is. So rent, let's start with that. That's $1,300. I already have rent for this month, so I'm gonna put it on here anyway. It is due by the 5th of every month. And then we have phones. No, I'm gonna do utilities next. I have it all written down. And that's gonna be, how much did I say it was gonna be? I have to flip back. $93. So we haven't been here a lot. It is getting to be winter time, and so we are going to have to do all the things we have to do to make sure that, our house stays warm. Our heaters are cruddy. They're those wall heaters, like the little square ones that go in the wall, and we have a large space in our downstairs because it's all open-ended except for our half bath in this rental. And so 2 little heaters don't really heat the downstairs. So I'm going to be looking for either at some point this month or in December when it starts to get really cold, we're going to be looking into getting a heater. I'm just going to add that as a mental note to an expense that needs to be budgeted for. But ultimately, I don't think we need anything too expensive. On the 8th, I have credit card number 1. And that is going to be for, how much was it for? See, I should have wrote my notes differently, but I did not. So $50. So we are getting back down to a 0 balance with that one. We did have to fall back on credit cards during the time of our shift in income, meaning that I've been paying back my credit cards with the cash that I have been stuffing, and then, paying my bills, that kind of thing. So, like for instance, when I went to the DMV, I used my credit card, then I paid myself back when I got paid. However, we're going to try to get all these back down to a 0 balance. It's not like the biggest deal in, our lives right now, but we want to get it done at some point. I wouldn't say by the first of the year, but as close as we can. So insurance is going to be due on the 9th. And I'm kind of going out of order because I wrote this out at like 11:30 last night. That's when I got off work. So it is what it is. Phones. So our phone company does not charge you any additional to do a half and half payment. So I'm going to be doing half and half payments. That way it's not one big burden at the beginning of the month, and it works out for my husband since it is his account and that's how he wants to do it. And if it doesn't cost us extra, I don't see it hurting anything. He wants to do it that way. That's on him. It's his account, his rodeo to deal with. Okay, so credit card number 2. Credit card number 3. Credit card number 4. Okay, all of these are going to be due around the same time. I did switch my billing cycle for these. I ended up calling the company that I go through for one of these. One of these is, oh, why did I write 70? I'm going to have to redo that one. 70, 70, and 65. One of these is his card. So he was able to, after a certain amount of time, and I was able to as well, go through and change up all of the dates because we've established with these companies and it works for us. Ooh, that is really crooked. That's okay. As long as they're on here, that's all that matters. So 22nd, 23rd, and 23rd. I am not the best sticker person. I'm going to let you guys know. If you already know, you know. My car payment I'm sticking to $700, even though that's over my car payment every single month. It adds up to be like a car payment and half extra each month. And then what else did I have on here? So we have emergency fund, which I'm going to put in yellow this time. And I'll do the other in pink. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So, emergency. Is going to get 25 and 25. So it's $50 for the month that I'm going to put towards my emergency fund. I do have a fully funded starter emergency fund. And so we are going to put these on paydays. So we're going to be adding to it every single month. It's not going to be like, oh, I just ripped that in half. It's not going to be like the high priority because we made it a high priority. I do have a savings challenge for a oh shit fund. I'm going to be adding that into the mix as well. So I will have another envelope called oh shit. Why am I doing that? Not just making it an emergency, because an emergency fund is for an emergency fund. This would be a pre-emergency, same thing, but to me makes a little bit more sense. And then we do have holidays, which is going to be $150. That's in the budget. And that is this is going to be for our expenses. That is going to be on this payday as well. And we are, ooh, I can't stick it over the piggy bank. We are going to be adding funds to our holiday envelope. We do have a challenge for holidays as well. Ooh, I'm knocking the camera. But ultimately, we need to make sure that we'll do rent. I'm like thinking and talking at the same time. That's not good for me. For December, 1,300. So we are thinking ahead for the holidays. I'm going to be doing the unfortunately that I don't really like to do. I like to shop kind of all year round for holidays, specifically Christmas, but because my kids are getting older, we have a really hard time, you know, keeping up with what they want, because they want expensive things. Let's make sure. Oh, I don't have a Wi-Fi bill this month because it is paid up. I did not realize that I paid November already. So how they do it is they usually bill you 2 months in it, like the month of and the next month, if that makes sense. My internet is really slow, crappy internet, but it works for now. It is through a non-local company. They're very well known for being iffy, so it is what it is. So I believe I have everything. Let's just go over each one of these and we'll delegate what needs to go to where and how I do so. So every single week when I get paid, or not every week, every 2 weeks now when I get paid, I go over my overall budget. What do I need? When do I need it by? What is the due date? Anything that's going to be due between the 1st and the 21st goes into paycheck number 1. And then anything the 21st through the 30th will go into paycheck 2. So my first paycheck of every single month is a little bit beefier than the last paycheck of the month because most of these bills are due on that first paycheck. How do I divvy out my cash? So my husband and I work at the same place. We get paid on the same days. However, I do get paid a little bit ahead of time because I am an overlord of the store. So I am the assistant manager. I believe that I do get paid a little differently. I haven't bonused or anything like that. I'm not sure how that's going to work. We did get a new guy that started. He's never been a store manager or managed any stores, but he knows our company. And so he is going to be the store manager. And then I'm going to be the assistant manager in waiting for a store. So, at least that's to my knowledge. I don't know. Things could change. I don't know. I honestly, I'm going to say this in lack of confidence, but I have a lack of confidence in companies. Okay? I don't take promises into consideration. I go with the here and the now. But I'm hoping that, with my 17 years of experience and running a lot of stores, that they go ahead and, see that in the future. I haven't worked for this company for very long. It's been a little over 2 months. So it is what it is. However, how I delegate my bills is I delegate with his paycheck based off of an average check that we get bi-weekly and my check together, and then I go ahead and add my gig working into that as well. So I hate to tell you guys this, and I know you guys think, oh, Amanda has been doing really, really good, da 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 da. I am no longer a low income. That is not true, and things change so very quickly in my area. 1 minute it's hot, 1 minute it's not. So I am really, really, really just taking things in stride. I'm hoping to be able to reevaluate our budget at sometime in November to delegate more goals, because we do have our goals notebook here. Ooh, and we did really well. All these things on this list got done within a little over a month's time. All these things. So emergency fund, paying for the filing of taxes, getting our car registration, tags, all the things ready. And then we have to revise a plan for what the next step 4 will be. However, my anxiety gets the best of me. So it is what it is. So my checks have been averaging out to being pretty close to these totals. And then my husband does, have a check coming as well. But I don't include other expenses in here. Why do I not include them? Like food, gas, household needs, pet supplies, because I do get them throughout the 2 week time with my gig work money. So I usually pay for all those things with gig working, any sort of groceries that we need. I kind of just try to go once a week, if not stretch it further. Right now we're kind of doing the pantry / freezer eat down, so that helps out a lot. But just remember, you guys, as long as these things are covered, everything else is variable, including your emergency fund, including other things that you may want or want for the future. Right now, we're in the here and the now, so you're going to worry about the here and the now. Without these bills being paid, without my Harry Potter bills binder stuffed, I do not have any room to play with any extra expenses. So do what you can with what you got, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.